Whew, Lord, it never fails. It never fails, baby. It's always something with these people in Huntsville. Okay, so on the last episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Melody hosted a tea, right? And she had this woman come in who was supposed to mediate and help to guide them through effective communication. Now, with all the drama that was going on with the tea and the ladies, the real drama was brewing. The real drama wasn't engaging at all, didn't make a word. And that's the situation that happened to be a +1. Now, it is saying that Tisha's, well, it is not saying, it's been proven. The woman who Tisha brought to Mel's tea as her +1 is, in fact, a friend or former friend of Arionne Curry. Crazy, right? Let me repeat this. The woman whom Tisha brought to Melody's tea, what she was invited to in order to begin to become, I guess, cordial. I don't want to say rebuild a friendship, because I don't think they're rebuilding a friendship. They're just trying to get on a good page, to where they can be in each other's space without it being uncomfortable. So you're attending this woman's events, and she allows you guys to bring a +1, and you decide to bring a woman who had befriended her ex-husband's mistress turned baby mama, that's disrespected her, that's talked about her, that's antagonized her. I don't know if I'm not mentally prepared for this type of stuff, or if I'm just childish and immature, but I do not see how Melody is able to remain calm and just not spaz out on these people. The woman that Tisha brought with her as a +1, I'm gonna say this one more time, is Arionne's friend or former friend. Now let's jump into how this woman was found out. Well, for one, she posted her mini scene on her page, and a lot of people some people remembered that she was on a live with Arionne, which she says it was 2 years ago. I'm not remembering how this was 2 years ago. It could have been, I don't know. But I do recall the night that, well, not the night that I watched the live, because I just watched, I think, a replay of it a few months ago. Like, this was last year that I saw that live. And a fan asked her, are you Coleslaw's friend? And she went into this whole explanation of no. Yeah, she met her through social media when she was planning to move to Huntsville. Mind you, she's still in Detroit, right? And she was like, they would get on each other's lives, and that's when she got on her live. And she hasn't talked to her in 2 years because Arionne asked her something real distasteful about the cast. Now, mind you, this woman just appeared on the episode this past week, right? This past episode. So how in the living hell did this girl ask you something distasteful about the cast 2 years ago when you wasn't on the cast? Or perhaps 2 years ago she was doing Tisha's hair and Arionne was asking. I don't know. It just don't make no sense to me. I'm not understanding how you cut her off 2 years ago because she asked you something about a cast that you were not a part of, a show that you were not a part of. Because in her explanation, she also said that she knew nothing of the show and that she went back and watched the first season. But she asked you something distasteful about this cast that's a part of a show you know nothing about. I'm not sure if she knows how social media work or if she knows how fans work, but people who watch this stuff and they like to say invested. So I guess you can't say I'm invested. We're invested. It's an investment, baby. Like how this stuff works, because people put 2 and 2 together. People go back, they research, they find things. And they will catch you in lies. Now, for me, It may not be a big deal for some people, but for me, this would be a huge deal for me. Because for one, now I no longer can trust you. Well, I couldn't trust y'all in the beginning if I was male. I couldn't trust y'all in the beginning. I really can't trust you now, Tisha. Really can't trust you now, because now this woman is saying, okay, her and Arionne are not friends. They haven't been friends for 2 years because of something Arionne asked her about the cast or to do. Not sure what it is, but in my mind, she's trying to get on this show. Let's say she is featured a little more. She starts to speak. We start to see a little more of her, and then all of a sudden, her and her old friend rekindle. They reunite, right? And all of a sudden, her and Arionne are back friends, and she's on this show. Girl, bye. Get away from me with this. Get away from me with this. This is ridiculous. This is the fool. Like, I'm not understanding how anybody could see the good in this, the right in this, how this could be excused. But then again, I'm a Capricorn. We look into things, we read into things, and sometimes we overthink. But it prepares us for a lot of things. I say that loud and proud. I'm a Capricorn. I'm skeptical of people. I'm skeptical of situations. I don't trust easily anymore. And if I was Melody, I wouldn't be trusting these people. Now, I would like to think that Mel is contractually obligated to stay with this show for a certain amount of time, because it's getting to the point where this is draining for the fans to watch. Like, this is too much for us to endure. So I can only imagine what Melody is going through with these people in these situations. And the only way I can see her staying is 2 reasons I can see her staying on this show. For one, she has to. She's the EP. Maybe we don't know what's in her contract that's binding her there, but I'm assuming for one, she has to. And secondly, if she leaves the show, the only way this show will continue to grow, well, not even grow, but it continues to be successful or whatever, is if they bring Arionne on. And I'm not sure if Melody leaves, if Arionne would still be pretty much banned from getting on the show. Now, I say it would still be successful for her. Well, because if they bring her on, if Melody were to leave, because she would bring drama. People, we sit up and we talk about how we're uninterested in this girl and how foolish she is. But in my mind, a lot of people would watch if Arionne came on, because they would want to see a train wreck, right? Because they would assume that she would just be drama filled. But when you think about it, I don't think that's the case. Because when she did Tasha K's that interview with Tasha K, she sat and she said, well, when Martell and I did our recording on the phone, I knew exactly what I was going to say. I knew exactly what he was going to say. We planned this. We were going to do another recording. We knew what we were going to do. We were going to show him going on dates. And she didn't say this verbatim, but this is what she meant. So to me, that said, like, okay, they're plotting and they're planning. Nothing is going to be genuine. Nothing is going to be sincere with them. Everything is going to be scripted, and that's not what I want for my reality TV. Baby, I don't want to see you being in a perfect relationship with Martell, because that's not what it is. I don't want to see y'all going on dates, because that's not what it is. Obviously, if not, he's dating someone else. Baby, I want to see you with your hair flying across your head in your kitchen, with your phone in your face, screaming for your daughter to take care of your son. That's what I want to see, because that's what we've been seeing on your lives. So that's your reality. I don't want y'all to get up here and plot and plan how to make you, it looks like he's so in love with you and you're so in love with him. That ain't what we've been seeing. That ain't your reality. So those are the 2 reasons I'm assuming Melody is continuing to stay here and take this. But it's a sinking ship. And it's a sinking ship because Mel's fans are so invested in her life, and they're so committed to her that no one wants to see her hurt, right? No one wants to see her continue to go through this. And although it's going to be taking money from Mel's pockets, I mean, it's a lose-lose. It's taking money from her pocket. It's decreasing the ratings of the show. However, nobody wants to see these people continue to torment and harass her like this gang up. I said it before. I don't do the gang up. That is too much. It's ridiculous. And for Tisha to bring this woman on this show is low down dirty. Low down, trifling, nasty, filthy, dirty, sneaky little lady. I don't know, y'all. But I'm dang sure gonna keep watching. And I'm dang sure gonna keep talking. Whoo, Lord.